Day 8. I don't really got no views today. I kind of feel like this wall that's behind me, a little gray, not so energetic, but I am still gonna deliver what I have promised. I want to talk a little bit about forgiveness. And before I talk about forgiveness, what I am gonna do is do what we do every time. We're gonna put that timer on. I actually had something in my pocket that I wanted to talk to y'all about. It was a little envelope that I had with some notes in here that trauma speech, right? In my speech class, I had to speak about something and it was about trauma. And I was going to talk about that, but it's not really appropriate simply because I would be going back. And when you forgive yourself, the purpose of forgiving yourself or maybe forgiving something or an experience is because you want to move forward. Forgiveness can be very complicated because it comes through in layers, and it also can be a process. You may want to rush it, short period of time, or it may take a very long time. Either or, how you forgive and why you're forgiving, who you want to forgive, what you want to forgive, make sure that the prime reason is because you want to heal from whatever you're feeling. I'm going to give you an experience, really. Or actually an analogy. I heard this. I wish I had the source on point, like to tell you where I got this from. But if you have ever heard this saying, cool. If not, go look it up. You can't hate something and understand it at the same time. Sounds like a proverb to me. And what I get from that is, this gets me upset. I hate how it makes me feel. I don't want to feel this way anymore. How do I move on from it? Acknowledge it. Acknowledge what it is. Acknowledge the gravity of it. You don't always get the why. Don't look for the why just yet, because the why comes with wisdom. After you got the experience, you got the knowledge, cool. Don't look for that why. Don't look for that wisdom just yet. Just accept the gravity of it. And once you accept the gravity of whatever the situation is, maybe you did it to yourself. Maybe somebody did something to you. Maybe you wanted something, you was never able to get it. Maybe you missed an opportunity, dropped the ball. Whatever the equation is, whatever the outcome was, walk in the direction of forgiveness. You may not know how to forgive either. Sometimes you ask yourself, why? How do I forgive this? How do I forgive myself? How do I forgive this person? Seek the counsel within yourself. Maybe seek counsel outside. Maybe seek counsel from the Most High. I definitely recommend that. Forgiveness is essential for healing. Sometimes we just don't know how. It's all right. There's some things that I'm still healing from, and I'm trying to also forgive myself for dropping the ball many times. Maybe people that hurt me or whatever. But also, here's another perspective I want you to take in. You're the villain in somebody's story. You've pissed somebody off before. You haven't been nice to everybody. Somebody probably caught you on a bad day. You probably let them have it. And that's probably the only memory they got of you. You think they forgave you? Do you deserve that forgiveness? You probably lost something major and you had a reason to be mad, but you still probably let loose on that person and gave them the chaos that didn't belong to them. Nobody gets away from hurting somebody else. Nobody. Do you deserve forgiveness? And if you do, why? After you find that why, apply it. Once again, you can't hate something to understand it at the same time. Fundamentally, because once you understand something, you kind of just feel a little bit better. You're like, okay, that's a relief that I have the comprehension of it. And even if you do hate it, understand why you hate it. Overstand, have an understanding. Have a reason for those ill feelings. But to be ignorant of your own feelings and to be ignorant of that thing. Prime example, because I'm dancing all over the place. So my partner, my boy, I was telling him this today. We walk, right? And when we walk, anytime I bend a corner, let's say he's on the inside and I make like a sharp right, he'll just continue walking behind me. And I have like a thing about people walking behind me. And he did that like 2 or 3 times. And at first, it kind of bothered me. And I expressed to him, I'm like, yo, what the heck? Well, actually, before I expressed it to him, I thought in my brain, like, why does he keep walking behind me? And then I said in my brain first, oh, he plays basketball. That's almost a that's basically a basketball move. Like, if we playing ball and I'm walking, and I'm going down the lane and he goes this way, he crosses behind my back and we going down parallel, I could dime. He's moving. Like, the movement, I understood it once I got outside of myself and that temporary emotion. Even though I don't like people walking behind me, I got away from what I didn't like for a moment and I thought about it. I got outside of my emotions and my human feelings. I thought about it and then I expressed it to him. You can't hate something to understand it at the same time. Try not to. Try not to hate something. Try your best. And again, forgiveness applies in all of that. It doesn't have to be a sorry or a hug or whatever. Sometimes you just need to comprehend something, and that's also a degree of forgiveness. Comprehension. When you comprehend it, you might be able to just walk away from it or maybe welcome it into your life a little bit more. Whatever steps you take, be sincere. It's your brother Key. Find a reason. Stay blessed and less stressed. Peace.